So this might be fun, if it turns out. I am going to do a two-faced pumpkin tonight with Smokey, Steve, and Mark during their hour-long live. I think I'm probably not going to have enough time to do both sides, so I will probably start with the other side, which I will spin and show you now. So there's the side I'm going to start with, because it looks a little bit easier. It's just those silly stencils, but then I kind of added the eyebrows and the pupils. Not really sure how I'm going to do them, but I'll figure it out. And then probably make pumpkin seeds later, because I remember liking them as a kid. We are about to give poor Jack a lobotomy. This is actually a little bit easier than when I was a kid and we just did it with a spoon in our bare hands, because in the pumpkin carving kit was this spiffy spoon with a jack-o'-lantern face on it. So I'm going to give Jack here a lobotomy. Pumpkin brains. I do remember pumpkin seeds tasting good, so hopefully I actually still like them. I decided to up the difficulty level on myself, and try and carve in words, although I haven't exactly decided how I'm going to do it. It might turn out really bad. What I might do is just cut away the letters, but not all the way through. I think that might work. We'll see. I had to get a glimpse of that because it was just too cool. Alright, so that is that side done. I didn't get the letters finished yet. And the skull. Dun dun dun. I'm going to do one more pumpkin with two faces later on this week, and I'll show you that too. Alright, so pumpkin carving 101. Here goes. After we feed a bird. Maybe. Of course. Come here, baby. Come here. Hi. Gotta make sure all the little friends get fed, because they're cute. Alright, wish me luck. I think, actually, I think first things first, we are going to get my hair out of my face. Got my tools, and I'm going to do a little stop and then restart, because I'm going to shut up here in a minute and just carve and probably try to like time-lapse this or something, so you don't have to just sit here and watch for the next 30 minutes while I attempt to carve this pumpkin. But yeah, I've got this side with the two ghosts, and this side, which I think I transferred way too low. So I'm not sure I'm going to do this one, but we'll see. This one I might just turn into a regular pumpkin face. I don't know. Anyway, wish me luck.
I figured you might be getting bored with that angle. So of course this one I'm cutting off my head, but you know, hey, life goes on, right? Or something. I can kind of see myself in the viewfinder, but kind of not. I also figured, just for variety, maybe there should be a part where I actually talk and say, God, this pumpkin has got the thickest rind. And just to get the candlelight through it, I might actually have to do some shaving on the inside, because this thing is It's thick. Like, I know this isn't actually a pie pumpkin, so it's not actually meant to be eaten, but goodness, she's got thick skin. Much thicker than my skin. So I had a lot of fun doing this. Some other YouTubers that I enjoy a lot, Smokey Steve and Mark, did their Sunday live stream and pumpkin carving party, which was a lot of fun because a lot of us were carving pumpkins right along with them and then sending the pictures on Messenger to them that got put up, which was a lot of fun. And I carved my other pumpkin that way, which was, yeah, it was a lot of fun. Like, I haven't quite figured out the whole live streaming thing. Like, it's not something I quite have figured out how to do, or even if anybody would want that. I'm not sure what I would do on a live stream. I am actually quite boring in real life, which, that tracks, I figure. Also, I think I just messed this up. Oh well. We are just going to wing it, because if you mess up, you just improvise, I think. And then, yeah. So did you guys carve a pumpkin? Carving pumpkins is fun, but it's something I haven't done in a very long time. This is the first year I've done it in probably, I don't know, probably since my boys were fairly little. And this is the first year I am attempting to roast pumpkin seeds. I think I'm going to attempt to roast these again. The ones that I tried to roast Sunday, I very stupidly did everything right and then overcooked them, which I felt really kind of dumb about, because I could taste that they would have tasted really, really good if I had not overcooked them. So the taste was almost there, but it was kind of burned, so I put them out, and the blue jays and the squirrels, I would say the chipmunks, but the chipmunks have pretty much all gone into their torpor state. They're not coming out of their burrows except very, very rarely, which I'll miss them until spring. But they were getting a little bit on the, oh my gosh, you guys are kind of desperate side, which they always do in the fall. They always get a little bit grabby right towards the very end. And they were even scaring off my cute little bird friends. So, you know, it's okay. It's understandable. I understand that they are storing up as much food as possible so that they can live through the winter that is definitely coming. We had frost again this morning, which, it happens. And it's actually happening later and later every year. So, I'm kind of hoping, even though I'm not really hoping, that we get enough snow this year. Because last year we did not get enough snow at the right time, and my septic fields froze, which is a very expensive thing to have to fix. So hopefully this year it won't happen again. I have a few preventatives that I can do. One of the preventatives being not shoveling quite as much as I did last year, which means any delivery drivers will be sad because boy, oh boy, I shoveled last year enough to almost have a parking lot, which was too much because I didn't realize that the septic field was under there and it needs its cover of snow to not freeze. So you live and you learn. It was an expensive lesson though, and I'm a cheap person. Once I get this chunk cut out, I will show you how it's going. It looks okay. Perfect? No, but nothing's ever perfect, right? Also, it's very nice to be able to do this outside. I was trying to figure out how to do it inside and not bother my oldest son who lives with me while he is streaming with all of my babbling and sawing and potentially cursing when I mess up. Because the last couple days have been stupidly windy. Like, not bad temperature-wise, it's in the 40s and low 50s. But it's kind of hard to record anything outside when the wind is all you would hear. So, I just sat inside and pouted and tried to think of someplace else to film, and then decided I would just wait and see how this day would turn out. which I'm glad I did because it turned out pretty good. Also, I'm probably going to shut up and go back to fast-forwarded footage here in a minute because I'm running out of interesting things to say. Now you know the dirty little secret of why I read books. They are far more interesting than I will ever be unless I feel like talking about silly stuff. Maybe. Or just talking about birds. Which, birds are always good. But, let me punch this through. And so far, so good. Just a few more little things, and then this side at least is done. Definitely think I want more carved in here. I don't know if I want to try carving the Oogie Boogie since it's so low, though. I don't know. Maybe. But, like I said, maybe I will just do a traditional jack-o'-lantern freehand on this. They're so cute. I do love my little chickadees. And Hercules there. And yeah, I'm pretty much aware that I call every single male red-breasted nuthatch the same name, and they're probably all like a dozen different ones. It's okay. I don't think he minds. I call all the females the same name too. They're all gray. But it's kind of hard to tell the difference between birds unless they have some, like, distinguishing thing about them. Which a few do. There's one chickadee that had some sort of an eye inflammation this summer. And it seems to be all healed, but he still squints in that one eye. So he's pretty easy to tell from the other ones. But other than that, the chickadees all look a lot alike. They don't all behave the same. There's one that likes to land on your hand to get seeds, and then just sit and look at you for almost a minute sometimes. He'll just sit there and look at you and cock his head from side to side like he's trying to memorize your face or something. Which leads me to wonder if maybe chickadees aren't trying to figure us out. Like maybe they're trying to figure out why our feathers change constantly. So they try and like look at something that doesn't change as much anyway, like our face or our hair. Because I don't care what anybody says, I'm pretty sure that they actually do recognize us. Like, a few of the neighbors have said since I started getting them to land on my hands that they will fly up to them. But I don't think it's as consistently as they fly up to me and Ian. Alright, well this one is done. Didn't turn out too bad. I've still got to like thin out the inside, but that's pretty cool. It's also pretty boring, so we're going to do the other side. Well, actually it's not boring, but we're going to do this side, and we're going to freehand it and see what happens. So, let me wipe off the Oogie Boogie stencil that kind of wiped itself off anyway. And figure out something. Yeah, we'll just go totally traditional. And totally freehand, and this is probably going to look absolutely terrible, but that's okay. Because it's my pumpkin, and even if it looks terrible, I'm still going to love it. I'm probably also going to completely do these eyes lopsided. Really? Comments from the peanut gallery on my carving skills. I love my birds, but they are very, very lippy. They always have comments. Yeah, I should have thinned the skin down a lot before I started doing this. That's alright, though. Oh, I just bent my knife. I feel kind of dumb. Which is also okay. honestly, I'm not all that displeased with my two little eyes here. Like, maybe I should freehand stuff more often. Pretend to be artistic. Triangles! Yay, I can make triangles. I'm so excited. Okay, this is going to be the dumbest looking nose ever. I should have also made it a triangle. Could be worse. I don't know why I'm saying ow. This knife can't really do much to you because it's not really a knife, it's more like a jigsaw. Oh, I really bent the crap out of this knife. Oh well. Well, I will admit, doing it freehand and simply is definitely much faster than the whole stencil thing. Even if I did bend my knife. I'm sure something will eat that. In fact, I will put that piece there. The rest is just going out in the compost pile. Alright, so there we go. This is my freehand side. Not bad. I am going to thin this down some more, and then later on I will light it up for you and we will take a look at it and see how it looks. In the meantime, my bird friends are just going to come keep getting seeds. Anyway, we will look at this later and see how it looks.
Alright, before I take this into the house, and I'm going to stand so that my shadow is completely on it, which actually works out better. There is the side with the ghosties that I did with the stencil, and the traditional jack-o'-lantern-y side. And a very cute bird. And another very cute bird, because that was the enjoyable part. Alright, well, this one is going to also be in my next reading video, so I'm going to light it up and go read, I think. Alright, 2 pumpkins all lit up. I think I might go back and outline these guys like I did this one just to make it pop. But there is side number 1 and side number 2. I really like the way that pumpkin is flickering because of the candle. That's kind of fun. Anyway, there we go. There's my pumpkins.